So here we want to factor 8x to the second power minus 16x. We want to do the same thing we did before. The first thing we want to find is the greatest common factor of each of the terms. So we want to find what's the greatest factor that can divide into each of these terms. So let's see if we can figure that out. First, we have 8x to the second power, and we also have 16x. So the only difference for this is now we have 8x to the second power. So I actually want to rewrite this a little differently. I'm going to write 8 times x times x. And for 16x, I'll just write it as 16 times x. Okay. Now I want to find the prime factors of 8. So what multiplies to get the number 8? We have 4 times 2. Now I have one prime factor there. And we have 2 times 2. Now, those are all my prime factors. I can't go any further. I'm going to go to 16x. So what are the prime factors of 16? We have 4 times 4 is 16. And then here we have 2 times 2 is 4, and another 2 times 2. Now, we want to make sure that we match all of our prime factors so we can find our GCF, our greatest common factor. So first, I see we have a 2 here and a 2 here. Those are both prime numbers, so I can use that. So we have the first 2. I see we also have a 2 here, a 2 here. It's another pair of prime numbers that match. So we're going to multiply that with its another 2. And I see that we also have a 2 here and a 2 here. Those are another pairs. So we're also going to multiply this with 2. Now I still have a prime 2 here, but no more prime 2s to match it with. And I see we have 4s that match, but they are not prime numbers, so I can't use them. So it looks like our GCF, we have 2 times 2 times 2. But we have to go back because we have x squared and x. So earlier we split this up. How many pairs of x's do we have? So we have 2 x's here and 1 x here. I can pair off one of them, one set of them. So we're also multiplying out x. So our GCF is 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8, times x. Our GCF is 8x. So then 2, you divide the polynomial with the GCF. We'll do this over here. So we have 8x to the second power minus 16x. And we're going to divide both of these by 8x. Now we have negative 16x divided by 8x. Our x's become 1. Negative 16 times divided by 8 is negative 2. We have 8x squared divided by x. And the quotient rule says x squared divided by x is x to the second power times x to the, divided by x to the first power. So that's the same as saying x to the 2 minus 1 power, or just x. So 8x to the second power divided by 8x is just x. And step 3 is to write in factored form. So our first factor was 8x. So we have 8x. And our second factor is x minus 2. So times x minus 2.